It all started with a brilliant idea, going on Wallapop just to take a look. 5 minutes later, I had already found a BMW that I needed, but of course, it couldn't be a normal project. No, it had to be one of those that's been through everything.
In fact, just recently, this car sounded like there was a washing machine full of connecting rods inside because, indeed, there was a connecting rod that wanted to break free.
This was before, and this was also before. So today, we're here with the people from Dynasty to do what any responsible adult would do. Check it out and make questionable decisions.
My name is Mark and I'm a car addict.
I traveled to Vols because Mark and Mikkel are joining me. We're going to pick up the car I bought, a BMW 528i and E28 from the 80s. For those of you putting it into perspective, well, you'll see the amazing car I've bought. It's a drift car, so don't be alarmed because I might seem crazy, but you'll soon understand why.
So you used to drift with this car? Well, I did track days, and once I did drift with it, but normally I did track days. Where did you go? I used to go a lot to Calafat, to Lleida, to Alfaraz. And what speed did the car reach? Well, at top speed, since it has a welded rear differential, well, it depends because there aren't many long straights either. But in Calafat, it would reach 160 at the end of the straight, or so. There wasn't a longer straight.
There wasn't a longer straight.
Welded differential. Normally a differential is open, but I'm not sure if this one's locked. Does it have planetary gears? And if one wheel spins at a different speed than the other, if you weld everything inside, you only have the ring gear and the pinion. That means both wheels spin at the same speed. This works for drifting because you lose traction.
Okay.
Now I get it.
He's screwing around, yeah, even the circuits of 6 already, once, yeah.
Of course, it's very uncomfortable to maneuver, to solder. This is something that's cool. Honestly, it's the same. An everyday car, yeah, you can live with it, but for maneuvering and going at low speed, it's very uncomfortable.
We lift the hood of the engine. Wasn't I good enough for you?
Weight reduction.
The engine was changed there. I went to Madrid myself to get it. It's not used, and we changed the engine. This engine currently has 80,000 kilometers on it. Why does it have 80,000 kilometers? Did you rebuild the whole engine? No, because I bought it and a mechanic shop had it and kept it. And it had been taken out of a car and had 80,000 kilometers on it. Ah, the car it was taken from, of course.
The donor?
Let's say where it came from, it had 80,000 kilometers. And what car was it from? An E21? Same. How from an E21, E28, 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 E28? Because if he took it from an E21, he took it from an Alpino. No, from an E28.
That's crazy.
Whole. And in this, it's whole. Let's see if it works. It's whole.
Yes, it's starting now. It's starting.
I've brought a booster and some gasoline if you let us start it. Yes, it'll also be easier to get it onto the platform.
Well, yes, if I press this, yes, if you have a booster, it'll start normally. Okay, perfect.
And this one already has electronic injection with a flow meter. Yes, you can. Did you touch it? Do you know if you touched it? Not this one.
They fiddled with it.
I fiddled with it. I mean, we'll show this in other videos, maybe a bit more technical, but Collins is the magic word to open it, right? A lot of people don't know, but when you have emission problems and things like that, obviously in this one it doesn't matter much. But you can change the position, you can make several adjustments here, but one is to change the position. Do you see this serrated part? Well, you unhook these two clips from the retaining spring, and you turn it depending on how you rotate it. It changes the preload of a spring, of a coil that's inside here, a spring, this flat one, and it makes the door that's inside here visible. It moves with the airflow, making it harder or easier to move. If it's easier to move, for a given airflow, it opens more and faster. And that forces the engine control unit to make the engine run richer, which gives you more power. Are airflow meters usually adjusted a lot during this time? 205 GTIs. You can't find a single one that's adjusted that way. They're all done with silicone.
Yeah. This part here is adapted, this piece of metal, because I don't remember seeing it.
I'm probably missing the air filter box, which must be the support.
Okay, yes, it was a very big box, right? Exactly. It has 7, yes, and that's why I find this strange. It looks different to me.
Yes, and here one end of the box should go, and here the other.
Yes, so it was really big, the box.
And did you leave the heating disconnected in a car? Well, maybe, but usually they have plugs there to block it. The heating goes inside, actually.
I even have heating and everything. Well,
It's good to cool it down a bit more. Honestly, the radiator is bigger than the stock one, I think, though I'm not sure.
it will definitely fit in the E21.
No, we probably won't need this one. We'll need one from an E21 or E23 most likely, and do a bit of work here as well. Yes, because the E23 has the radiator in the back.
It always has it in the front. Dar has a button for
Electric fan?
electric fan.
Yes, but we'll have to put it in here, yes. E21, we have to fit it in this space, otherwise it won't fit. Because of how long the motor is, exactly. And the motor, when you find something like this...
Then I have another motor, yes, if you want it, it's also the same motor. The thing is, it has a cylinder that's exposed at the bottom.
It has a huge connecting rod. It's just like you bought it.
It starts, exactly. I bought it broken, I bought it sleepless. The car and the engine started. Even when I went to Navarra to find it, I went to El Chico. I didn't even know if it would start or not, and I, with a battery and a little bit of gasoline, started it, but it sounded... He says to me, wow, you started it? He didn't even know it would start, and yes, I bought it. It was empty inside, no steering wheel, seat, or anything, ready for the trash. The guy said, if it's just the chassis, I'll sell you that since the engine.
If it sounded like that, he was saying it wasn't.
But I'll give you another engine. At least there are always parts you can use from there. I'll leave you, for example, the injector rail, a distributor.
There's a lot of material that's usable.
The usable material, yes.
And look, we're buying what we're buying, yes. I mean, it's not like we have a lot to look at either. Yeah, the best thing is to try to start it up just to hear it sputter at least, and to make sure the charger works. Yes, that's why we're here. And... you always check the basics, right? Like antifreeze, no oil leaks, remove the oil cap, and check for any mayonnaise-like substance. Although for a car that's been sitting for a long time, it's also normal to have condensation and things like that inside here, I think. Just by looking at its condition right now, we know that even if we start it, the idle would be unstable, and things like that, because for example, it has cracked hoses here. Yeah, afterwards, you see here, this is after the mass airflow sensor, so the engine control unit gets confused because it can't calculate properly, and that's what happens. The idle control valve is a mix between oil vents and idle, so we know it's going to act weird, but at the very least here, it's going to be really important to listen. Oil pressure, make sure you don't hear the lifters, that there aren't any knocks or things like that. So, how long has it been since this was last started? Time now.
Now it's been 5 years.
Well, just imagine, if on the first start after 5 years it doesn't throw out smoke or anything like that, well, that's also a good sign. If we could have it warming up, it would be amazing if it didn't pressurize, but I don't think we'll get to that point.
It didn't have a cylinder head. I was starting it up. What happened is that later a separation was made here. It was put away. It's been stored back here for 5 years now, and after 5 years...
But it's been stored in a dry, clean place and so on, so today we don't have to worry about rust in the gas or things like that. We can check by hand to see if it turns before starting it.
What happened is that in the back, like with this car, when it was drifting, it ran out of gas, and now we'll see it in the back. I'm going to open the back for you, which has 2 tanks, a big tank that went to another tank that would fill up, and I would draw from that tank.
To keep you from running out of fuel. In English, it's called a swirl pot, and it's precisely so that when you're cornering, you always have fuel supply. Yes, rally car 2.
Correct. So it just sat there. I'm not sure if it's full, but after 5 years, the gasoline isn't.
It's hard to fill up because you usually have to crank the pump a lot unless there's an auxiliary pump. Now, only by hand. Quick test by tightening the belt and moving it by hand. The crankshaft has moved. Do you see that it's moving? Yes, so it looks good. Okay, let's get the tools, let's check. The fuel has an independent electric fuel pump.
Yes, they have used that.
All of you are looking at the garage.
Okay, since it's got the back cut off, as you can see, it's got the back cut off. Tank, and then it has an independent tank with an independent pump that's here. See, very good. That pump has very little time on it.
Okay, and here the wiring goes over there. Okay, we have to see how it's powered and if we can bridge the relay or something like that so it keeps giving fuel pressure.
I think it's good now.
That's great.
If anything, since it has 2 screws, we can just take off the back.
You can take the whole back off.
You take the whole back off. It sounded really good. I put this exhaust pipe on myself. There's no middle section. It sounded spectacular.
Maybe he's selling it to me in such a way that I even feel bad about taking it apart to put it on.
Huh? The cutoff butt is really cool. I'd never seen that before.
Maybe you'll see me in Calafata drifting too.
Which fits.
It goes really well. It was a lot of fun.
It could be the midlife crisis at 50, yes. There are people who buy a red MX-5. Now they're going to roast me in the comments, and there are others who are going to get upset. What's going on? Whoa.
This is my midlife crisis.
Well,
now I have the 320. I usually take the 320 to race at Calafato.
and here's the dilemma, because I can't get the idea of the swap out of my head. Yes, but it also makes me sad, because this E28 with its history and its story could be a perfect toy for the track. So I'm asking you guys, and let me know in the comments. Option 1. If the engine and transmission are in good shape, we use it as a donor. Option 2. We fix it up, get it running smoothly, and keep it alive for the track. And for the other project, we'll look for another solution. For now, we don't even know if it starts, but I want your opinion. Before putting in time and money, what would you do? Donor or track toy?
Well,
Let's see if the first one works.
we don't put on the booster and we try.
Yes, the booster is connected.
Yes, it is.
Already pressurized, or is it?
Locked.
What's making that constant noise, the pump? It's the ABS. It should go crack, 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 crack. When it fills and gets pressurized, you stand up and it makes a strange noise. Maybe it's already stuck. Thanks. And the mischievous one? This one is picking from up here. And sending it to this one, And its original pump, Mark, you say the tube is around here. From this one, it goes to the engine. I put this one. The original is here. The question is if the original is now blocked. Of course.
If not, we'll take this one out. We could take this one out and put it in. No, because there wouldn't be.
No.
We can take this one out and put it in the jug.
Yes. In the jug we've already taken out. Put it in the one we've already emptied. Let's see if not.
Huh?
If this one here doesn't work, because I remember there was something wrong with this filter at the very bottom. We can use this one.
We vacuum with this. We can vacuum directly from inside.
That's what I was going to tell you.
Well, then we put this tube, a longer one, and vacuum from inside.
I bought the car in Navarra. I drove almost 1,000 kilometers in one day and 16 hours because I went to get it and came back the same day. It was incredible. It was incredible.
And how did you get into drifting?
Because, well, I sometimes race in Caliphate and so on, and, well, I do some circuits. I go racing. I'm always around cars. Also, I have the other BMW there. I love BMWs. And in the end, well, I saw it online and it was super cheap. And I said, wow, how cheap is that? And I said, I got a crazy idea and thought, well, I'm gonna go get it because right now it didn't even have seats or a steering wheel. It was stripped. You'll see the photos on the channel. How did I buy it? The car was stripped and then I started fixing it up. I put in the seats, seat belts. Well, I like it. I used to do a lot more things in life, but then you start working, you start doing this, and you end up stuck here.
And how many years have you had it?
It's been 6 or 7 years, yes, or maybe less.
And 5 years unused. So you only used it for 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years. The car is interesting. From a car that used to start, you leave it unused for 5 years, everything freezes up, the fuel pumps get old. I mean, we already know what happens. And it comes back to me again. Yes, he's a liar. I'm checking if the battery he left is old, since I don't think so. It's just dead. We should have brought a proper battery, so that's on us too. But anyway, I'd like to find the fuel relay to bypass it so it gets continuous power instead of doing what it's doing now. If not, we'll connect it directly to the pump to ensure it's working. We'd need to open it, is that okay? Three, unscrew the mounting bolts. And this one goes underneath. The issue is it needs 3 kilos of pressure. If it's working, it usually lacks the power. It's not all there. If it happens, we'll see. I have it. The part sounds different. Are you sucking, or is Esteban sucking, or is it me? Wait.
Grab it.
And now it's perfect. Wait. Let it come out a little so it looks good on you.
Now, there you put this on and that's it, and that's it.
That's it? Now it's good.
Well, that's it, this one, and
You put it on him.
we connect it directly to the pump.
So much time.
Like this.
Let's look with the booster in front and with a battery behind. Okay, thank you. Thanks to the pump.
Pump.
Come on, the pump, to the pump, the pump. The pump, give it a moment.
I'm giving it now.
Very good. Yes, it's going to start. Go ahead. Ha. Let it fill up. Go ahead. Wait, we have the cables. It's at 11 volts now. We have the cables. I'll hold from behind. We put the cables with vizier. Today you're proud. This is the highest level of a botched job. We didn't even bring tools anymore. But well, let's see. Let's see how it sounds. Do you also do botched jobs? Of course, our own projects, all of them. But let's see here. The problem is that the fuel pressure won't be what it should be, because they need about 3 kilos at the rail for the injectors. But the other day it had an exact system, a bit strange. I mean, maybe there's enough pressure to start, but the one inside the tank doesn't generate the 3 kilos. Well, yes, because they only have one pump. It's an electronic injection system. Those injectors, regardless of what we've talked about regarding impedances and things like that, have a minimum firing pressure, which is usually around 2 kilos. Yeah, these systems work there, and this is a little electric pump made for carburetors. Well, we'll see. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's go, see, let's go.
Wait.
Let's go.
Hey, Alex.
Let's go.
Goodbye.
If it doesn't start because it's just a bit low on pressure, but look, the longer we leave it, the circuit fills up and those are the first explosions. Of course, we might not have enough flow or pressure. When you let it sit for a moment with the pump charging, it makes more attempts, you know? Come on, give me a high five. Sounds good, huh? Yeah, after a moment you don't hear anything. What you hear from the tractors is just right next to you, right next to you, right next to you. I knew it. But it doesn't sound like an attack or anything. I mean, it actually sounds really good, okay? What I'm doing here is choking. We know we have a pump that probably doesn't generate enough pressure, and just in case, we're choking the return to try to increase the pressure in the rail as much as we can. Also, I noticed the flow meter is set very tight, but well, no, yeah, try it. Don't rev it, Roque. There's low flow and pressure, but the engine sounds good. Wait, go ahead. See, it's tightened too much. The spring should be softer. That's what you do when you want it to use less fuel. Go ahead. Come on, Roque, take it. The engine sounds really good.
Yes, yes.
And you saw that we had to do all the tricks in the world because the spring, specifically from the flow meter, is set. It's too stiff.
I remember that when I stretched,
And you combine this being too stiff with too little pressure.
now I had a lot of jumps. I had some jumps up. The engine performed incredibly.
That's why I was only going 160 on the straight.
It's the only place where it performed at 10.
Yeah, it's the only place where...
It performed at, didn't you see my face? When he said 160 kilometers, I thought, wow, all this work for this? I'm almost caught up to them already? With the original engine, no, we won't make it go any faster, no.
Yeah, let's see.
My E21 is going to go over 160.
It's not just about power. Here, he's set up to get on the track and maximize the gears, not for the highway.
Exactly.
Let's see, is this it?
I never got to shift into fifth gear, you know? I was always in fourth. I never put it into fifth because it had such a long gear ratio that I just couldn't. No, I would shift like this, or because it was so tight, or because it was made for second, third, fourth, second, third, fourth. No.
No, there wasn't enough straight. More was needed, exactly. Did the Ibiza makeup work for you? No?
Well, I think it's already approved. We're going to pay this gentleman.
Don't spend it all and you have to buy us lunch.
All right, let's go. Now let's eat.
Who's going in? The fascinating face of Ibiza? Boom, boom.
Okay, go.
Boom, eh?
Did it go well for you? Skipping breakfast and all that complaining, it'll work out for you. Honestly, I don't know what I'll do. Getting through this is impossible. Could you take out the fin?
Just open the cloth, that's all.
My head doesn't even fit.
On the ground.
No,
man.
What if you stay here?
I already told him since he was so far away.
Right? Besides, it'll give you the feeling of...
Driving it, I'm going to get the clothes.
None of them is wanting to drive it.
Well,
Come on, well.
thank you very much. Send me an email, yes, and I'll send you all the photos, everything I have of him.
And before we finish, thank you truly to Dynasty Motors, to Mark and Mikel for coming with me, for putting up with my ideas, and for always bringing logic to my craziness. My name is Mark. I'm crazy about cars. See you in the next episode.